Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? The most important thing that you have to do as you start this is acknowledge that you are capable of doing this. People have told you for a really long time, you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you're not capable. You have to get that out. You have to stop caring about what people who don't matter bring into your life. Because the people who do matter, I can assure you, they are there to support you. And if they aren't, you need to have some deep conversations with them. But that's another topic for another day. Okay. And so what you have to do is first eliminate these thoughts of people who want to come in and facilitate your own belief. You have got to tap into self-belief in a really intense way. And so how do you do that? That falls in line with boundaries, because by stepping ourselves into understanding things that make us uncomfortable, we learn and we grow. And so by both learning and growing, we start to get a better idea of who we are. And we find ourselves being appreciative of ourselves, right? We thank ourselves for the journey that we are on, moving towards what? The goals that we set, right? Just starting to make sense. And so now that we have these set goals and we have this idea of what boundary means and personal growth, how do you get there? Boundaries isn't just about saying, I'm going to do it. Boundaries is about executing against that. And some of your ideas may be really big. And so how do you get that in life, in relationship, in career, in hobbies, and adventure? You start at the top and then you reverse engineer back down to the first step. So for instance, if, for example, I want to feel good about myself in the morning when I wake up and I put my feet on the ground. That's the high level header overarching everything. How do I get there? I go all the way to the very bottom of the list of possibility and I say, step one. What does step one look like? Step one for you could be in numerous things. And that could be, okay, step one means I have to go to therapy. Step one, I go to the gym. Step one, I have to eat better. Step one, I have to sleep better. Step one could be any of these things, right? And so that becomes the beginning of it. And personal boundary comes back in around that step, because now you have to hold yourself accountable to doing that. Because realistically, step one is often only the beginning of a lot of steps that'll lead you to where you want to go. And so now you have personal boundaries come in and you are going to force yourself, literally, you are going to force yourself to do the things that you know you have to do to get to where it is that you want to go in life. You are both culpable and accountable for everything that happens from this moment forward. And so personal boundary comes into play because what you are going to do is you're going to acknowledge the fact that you are capable of having the life that you want to have, as long as you make yourself do the work to get there. Guys, this is not easy. I'm going to be real with you. The hardest thing that you are ever going to do in your life is become the hero of your own story. And that starts with accountability and personal responsibility and boundaries and goals and having a direction. And on these days when it's hard, not beating yourself up, because you know what? Maybe you're on step 4 of 400, right? And you are going to fall, you are going to teeter, and you have to get up, you have to go back towards it. Why? Because ultimately you are the only one who is going to get you to where you want to be. Even just listening to this will give you insight and direction of what to do. But realistically, the only way you're going to get there is by taking a really hard look at yourself and making a declaration that no matter what, I'm going to go forward. That's strength. There is strength in that. And I promise you, in these moments of being uncomfortable and in these moments when you're like, why am I still doing this? And why am I not getting the results that I want? You know what is going to happen? You're going to slowly build your worth and your value and your esteem, because you are going to keep getting up no matter what. Every single day, you are going to keep moving forward, even if it is just one step towards that goal of the life that you want to have. And you have to decide who's going to stop you. And nobody can stop you but you. I promise. There is always a way to work through it.